Hi travelers, Tara here. Happy New Year to you. I'm coming to you with a couple of quick spreads today. I'm going to do this one first. And we're just going to do an open spread, see what's coming up. Uh, I have the Rider-Waite deck and the Sibilas. And then I'm going to introduce you to a new deck of cards. But I think I'm going to do a separate video for that. It just depends on how long this first spread goes. I don't use these cards very often for people. I typically use them for myself, and so I'll have to read the meanings to you. But either way, whether I do it after this spread or if I do it in a separate video, I want you guys to get up and go grab some paper and a pen, because these cards have lovely, lovely messages. And so I want to give you that gift coming into the new year. Yes, I am dressed. Y'all see me. I still got my socks on. I ain't put my stockings on yet. And I got my shoes. So I am getting ready to go out. Got my lovely pearls on that Santa brought for me for Christmas. And what we're going to do is go ahead and get right into the reading so that you guys can get on with your partying. What I'd like to say, for those of you who watch this who've gotten a reading from me in 2014, or what is this, 2015, whatever, who've gotten a reading for me this year, I would really love it if you would come over to the website blog and give me an update and tell me a little bit about what your plans are going into 2016. I can tell you that I've had one of the craziest years that I can ever remember. There was heartbreak, there was intrigue, there was, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. And it all started with the eclipse back in March. So, get ready, because we've got another March eclipse season coming up, I think starting in April or March of 2016. And surely, all the stuff that I went through during the eclipse season for 2015, I hope that I am battle ready for anything that the universe has to throw at me. That's all I can say. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. Please, if you haven't followed my blog yet, somebody emailed me and goes, well, they came to the website and they go, well, where's your blog? The website is the blog. It's on WordPress. So it's one and the same. And you can come up under the About page and tell me, what you plan on doing going into the new year and what your intentions are. I've been talking to you guys over the months about setting an intentions list with the new moon. And I can honestly say I just went back yesterday and looked over my entire journal for the whole year of 2015. And every single intention that I set came true, save for one. But that might be changing, people. So we shall see. All right, let's get with the cards and see what they have to tell us on this eve of the new year. Let's hope it's something good, huh? And if it ain't something good, I'll give you something good with the next spread. All right, here we go. 9 cards down for the new year. Okay. This doesn't look too, oh wow, 2 aces. People. Looks, oh, let's see what's under the bottom of the deck. Well, it's not that bad, that 5 of swords. It really isn't. So let's not get bent out of shape over it, okay? 9 cards down. The top row, I have the 10 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and this is a general reading, so take it for what it is. The 3 of Coins, the 6 of Cups, the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Wands, the 6 of Coins, and the 3 of Wands. So I have 2 threes. Again, this could be a situation ending the year with 3 people in a situation, which may be why the 5 has come out. But what I'm looking at for some of you, this has been a real slog, 2015. I know it has been for me. we have this King of Pentacles sitting here, and we know that this guy is practical and down to earth, and all about making money and being the head of the household. And we have this Queen of Wands, fiery, passionate, fast moving. So this could be a couple. This could be a business partnership. This could be your boss for either of you if you're male. This could be a female boss for you if you're a female. This could be a male boss for you. It could be someone that you work with. But it has, and in a sense, it looks like a work reading, a financial reading. But that it's been a real slog for you this year. But that this card, even though, this looks like a burden, really, it's the end of the year. Don't be so hard on yourself. Count this as a success. If you've made it through 2015 without any major damage, okay, then it's a success. No matter how hard it was, you came through it. So give yourself a pat on the back and don't be so hard on yourself. Now, for some of you, what I'm looking at is the coming together of a new endeavor for you. Now, if this is relating to 3 people in a situation, this is 2015, the last day of 2015. Let's go ahead and try to resolve that issue if we can, and try not to take any negativity with you into the new year, because you have this card here, the 6 of Cups, and this 6 of Cups could be, it's saying a couple of things to me. This card represents childhood memories, nostalgia. It could also be a reminder that you need to lighten up a little bit and find that inner child. And don't focus so much on the negative, but think back to what it was like when you were a kid and you really didn't have a whole lot of worries. So try to get into that frame of mind moving into this new year. And if you can do that, you're going to have some gifts coming to you. Now, this could be in a financial sense, but this could also be in a spiritual sense. You can't make room for anything new if you're still dragging around the old stuff. Now, for some of you, this could be literally getting back together with family and friends over this holiday season, this last day of the new year. It could be someone from your past. I'm not seeing any cards of return for those of you who are like, oh my God, it's a new year. Am I going to hear from him? Am I going to hear from her? Are we going to, Auld Lang Syne? Are we going to get together tonight and be smooching at midnight? I don't see that. So take heart. Try to remain positive and light. And still have a good time anyway. Be damned. Have a good time anyway. We also have this Ace of Wands. And with these 2 aces, speak to something brand new upon the horizon coming in. These 2 together can indeed mean finances and work. Okay. But if they're relating to a relationship, this is going to be something that's like a blessing coming to you. And it is going to be fiery and very passionate with perhaps lots of hot sex. So this is a good thing too. And let's try to look forward to that in coming into the new year. What I find most pleasing about this is that it looks as though at some point or another, we're going to get the balance that we've been lacking in 2015 in terms of giving and receiving, of knowing when to give and of knowing how to receive. And this is very, very important. If you're not receiving, you shouldn't be giving, and if you're doing too much giving, maybe you need to knock it off, and if you're doing too much taking, you need to knock that crap off too, because there is something new on the horizon coming. But this card is about patience. It is about planning. It is about contemplating. Even though he's looking away from us in this card, he's got his back to us. And in a sense, this is saying to me, the end of 2015 has come, so let's try to leave some things behind us. Really leave them behind. And that may mean you got to cut some people out. You've got to come to that realization, if things aren't working out in a relationship, or if, you're waiting if there's 3 people, or if you're the third or the odd person out and that person hasn't done what they said they were going to do and leave that other person and be with you. 2015. And that's what this is about. Look at that. This is about walking away. And this could be walking away really from anything that doesn't serve you. And sometimes you have to do things and say things that may hurt, or people have done things and said things to you that have hurt and they've walked away. Yet, I'm going to tell you, for me, I had to walk away. And the hardest thing was because I wasn't really getting any answers. And I was in a place where even my guides, I couldn't even hear them speaking to me. But the one thing I always knew was that I shouldn't be bitter. I shouldn't be angry. Yes, I have a right to be upset and I have a right to be hurt. But that if I became hardened and closed off, I would not be able to receive any of the great things that the universe has to give me. And I'm telling you, there's really some good things coming in here for 2016. I can't say when they're coming. I won't say this is going to be at the stroke of midnight, all right? But there's some good things coming. And underneath this Five of Swords is the Justice card. And this is the end of a karmic cycle for a lot of us. For some of us Virgos, we are in the Jupiter return. The Sagittarians are in the Saturn return. You know, some of us are in the Venus return. So there are returns in our lives because it's like having a chance to do over and to look back on the lessons that we've learned. And hopefully you've learned those lessons and you've taken them to heart and you've figured out a way to move forward, you know, and really just try to move forward. And it's all balancing out. You may not see that. It's like maybe you can't see that light at the end of the tunnel, and maybe it doesn't feel like it's balanced out, but trust me, it will balance out. Okay? What I'd like to do is quickly take the first card out, since it's not that great, is I want to look at this Five of Swords and what it's all about. Now, if you're just being a butthead, you know, because you can be, that Five of Swords is a warning, because it says, you know what, you know, if you're just being mean and you're just being, you know, a butthead because you can be, or you're trying to prove a point, you might be in the situation that you're in because it backfired on you. You thought you were going to be that way, and then you thought that that was going to work in your favor, and it backfired on you. And now you're like, what the hell? That's why the Justice card has come out. Liars and cheaters will be caught. Those who have been honest and dealing fairly will be compensated. That is the law of karma. I am trying to resolve some karma with the person that I had to walk away from. I'm doing my Auld Lang Syne. I have spent the last 2 days tidying up loose ends, closing doors, sending out well wishes, and just moving forward into a new space and a new time. Let's take a look and see what this, well, I got cards flying. Sabilas are flying out everywhere. Everywhere. Now, what I have on this Five of Swords is the male lover, because it flew out. It did fly out. The militare, and the allegrezza al cuore. On the surface, I could say these cards are saying it's time to move on now, and that perhaps this male lover from your past is also moving on to greener pastures, so to speak. Okay? But it could also say that he's having a difficult time moving forward. You know, it depends on the person, it depends on the situation, and it depends upon their emotional and their spiritual vibration rate or evolution. Perhaps they're not as spiritually and emotionally evolved as perhaps you were, be this male or female. I want to look at what this Ten of Swords, this Ten of Wands was all about. Yes, there was a change that came in through a female rival. And this card speaks of a contract. As if the cards are saying to me that whatever situation and whoever this involves, the change came through from a woman. And whatever this contract is, it has created a burden for both this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands. And since this is a general reading, take the characteristics of the cards as they apply to you. It's not just about an earth sign and a fire sign. It can be because they've shown up. But you know what I don't see? I don't see any cup cards in this. Not a single one. So maybe, you should take heart in that. If you gotta look at something. Let's take a look and see what this Ace of Pentacles is all about. This is something brand new. Look at that. The cards are saying that, really, it's time now to end the worry and the fear and to keep your eye out, to look forward, to have great foresight, to look ahead to new positive times and for the new things to come in. This Ace of Wands, well, look at this. There is another male in the picture. And right now, perhaps things aren't going very well, or maybe this person doesn't have a strong position at the moment. The position is rather weak in terms of coming in now with this. This is somebody brand new on the horizon, but that the messages are coming in. So, if you've been waiting for something new, a new romantic person, the cards are saying it's coming in. And maybe it's time now that you let this go. Let's take a look at the Justice card to see you have now gotten the message that the person is stuck. Okay? They're stuck. And in a sense, this card is saying to me that the person is rather upset by the fact that they're stuck. But at the same time, because this is justice, and this person may have created the situation that they're in now, they're getting, I don't want to say they're just rewards, but they're reaping what they have sown. In which case, if you're on the other end of this, this card speaks to a success. It's like the cards are saying, again, this is a blessing in disguise that this person is stuck. Not in the sense that you're supposed to rush out right away and find somebody new, but this is going to give you an opportunity to get some stuff in place. Because really, if the person does come back, don't you want to be ready? Don't you want to be ready? If the person doesn't come back, don't you still want to be ready for the new stuff that's coming up? That's it. I don't see, one cup card. One cup card. Let's take a look and see what that cup card is all about, because it's the focus and it's right in the center. I love these cards. Remember, I didn't say that this is the card of return. I said I didn't see any cards of return. Okay. Yes, the Six of Cups can be the card of return. It could be the card of soulmates. And what I'm getting is La Vecchia Signora, a change that occurred in the past, having to do with intimacy. This card, also speaks to nuptials or marriage, but it can also speak to the highly, highly spiritual nature of a relationship. And then the Viaggio, the trip, or the visit. So it looks as though there could very well be a return, let's say the possibility of a return, or at least a possibility of a trip, or at least the possibility of someone new coming in with the same thing. You know, the cards aren't saying, hey, you know, Joe Schmo's going to come back. It's not what they're saying. This could probably be somebody brand spanking new for you. And again, the message is clear that, you know, if you're hanging on to that stuff from the past, if it's not serving you and you haven't let it go yet, you may miss this chance. It is coming. And if this is a new person, because we have these aces here, we have these things of building and cooperation. This new person is going to have, is going to be someone that, in a sense, might make you forget about that other person. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. That's what I have for you with this spread. I'm going to go ahead and take these cards up. If you can, pause the video at this point. And I want you to go and grab yourself some pen and some paper. I'm telling you, I'm going to go hang out and have a good time. And what I want to do quickly is bring you a reading from the Marseille Oracle deck. So let's shuffle this. I can do it all at once because I got to go put my stockings on and get my shoes on and finish doing my hair. And then go out. Celebrate the new year. All right, let's see what I got here. There are 32 cards in this deck. And again, like I said, I'm going to have to read you the readings. Okay, the meanings. So I hope you got your pen and paper ready, because here we go. 9 cards down. And this is going to be the overall energy for the last day of 2015. Great. I'm going to let you take a look at the cards since you've never seen them. The first card is number 11, the hard work card. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of crappy. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. Which is odd because we had the 10 of Wands right there, remember? The second card is Law. We did have Justice come out. Then we have Fantasy. To me, that card kind of resembles the World card. We have Deceit, which is interesting because we had the 3 of Coins there. We have Struggles. We have Presentiments. Events. Now look, this is where that Ace of Cups, that Ace of Coins was. This is where the Ace of Wands was. And this is Events. Then we have the card of Cheerfulness and Destiny. And the last card down on the bottom of the deck is the card of Wisdom. I'm so sorry if these are crappy and you can't read the words, because they're really lovely cards. Now, our focus in the center is the card of Struggle. So what I'm going to do now is read to you what each card means, and I want you to write down what the message is underneath. The number 11 card, which is hard work. The keywords are job, business, professional activities, small dealings, and trading. Now remember, we also had the card of the Mercante, that contract that came out with the 3 Sibila cards. Okay? The message is insist on the road undertaken. In other words, persevere. We have the number 22 card, Law. The keywords are common sense in relations, able professional, and observance of laws. That's where we have that King of Coins sitting. The message is express your opinions with thoughtfulness. Okay? So as you're persevering and you're going through, remember to be kind with your words. The third card, fantasy. It's a number 7. This whole line is auspicious numbers, 11, 22, and 7. Card number 7, fantasy. Environment that stimulates creativity and daydreams. And that's where that Queen of Wands was sitting. You know, and she's fiery and she's passionate and she's creative. The message is make use of your talents. Okay? So while you're persevering and trying to be nice to everybody in your speech, you know, go ahead and take the time out to, you know, use your creativity. If you're taking a break, if you had to take a break, take the time now to use your talents. It's going to serve you well going into 2016. Now we have number 28, the card of deceit. This speaks to unexpected changes, enmity, conflicts, and misunderstandings. The message with this card is to wait for better times, because they are coming. Then we have number 29, struggles. It says determination in achieving goals, solidarity in defending the weak. Be strong. The message is be determined and convincing. Okay? Fake it till you make it. Number 25, presentiments. And this card was sitting right in the 6 of Cups. And remember I was saying, you know, you might have to go back and become innocent, like play. If you've been fighting with someone, you've been fighting like kids, you know. Stop it, look at the positive, and be determined and convincing. Not for others, but for yourself. Because when you are determined and when you are convinced, then you can move forward with all the confidence that you need. Presentiments, number 25. Unfounded doubts and prejudices, hypersensitivity and clairvoyance. And to me, if this card is in a sense kind of speaking to a theme that I have been speaking about with this 3 people in a situation, this whole row in the center, they're not very positive cards. And so in a way, this horn is saying to you, listen to your heart. That is what the message of this card is. Listen to your heart. Unfounded doubts and prejudices, hypersensitivity and clairvoyance. If it felt wrong, then it was wrong. If it feels good, then perhaps it is good. You know, trust yourself. Number 23, events. This speaks to anniversaries, promotions, births, unions, new home, job activities. Now, this is where that Ace of Wands was sitting. The message is feel sure about your plans. Be determined and confident, and feel sure about your plans. Cheerfulness. This is the number 6 card. And it says, social gatherings and business meetings, encouraging news and visits, accepted proposals and invitations. Now that's where that 6 of Coins was sitting, about the give and take, the equality of it all. And if you're still dragging around, oh crap, tomorrow, you might miss out tonight on something good. God. Last card down, the exit card, and I love this card, Destiny. The message is the repetition of life cycles, breaking away from past conventions. In other words, it is time for you to figure out a way to do it all brand new. If it ain't been working, it's time to try something new. But the message of this card is to accept events one day at a time. Don't beat yourself up because it serves no purpose. Just try to figure out where you went wrong. Okay? And yeah, we all have been wrong. And the last card down is 20 underneath the deck. It is the Wisdom card. It says humanities, experience, and maturity. Spiritual guidance. Trust, this is the message, trust in the experience of others. Okay? And even if that means that it's somebody you're on the outs with, you know, whatever their past experiences is, trust in that. I know that sounds stupid, but trust in that. Trust in it. Even if it means that person never comes back into your life again, trust that whatever their experiences were, there's some benefit of it to you. Okay? That's that karmic thing. Those are the messages. I hope they have helped you. I would like for you to go out this evening, for those of you who are going out, to please be very, very careful. Have a wonderful, fantabulous time. For those of you who are just going to be hanging out, kicking it, and doing Netflix or whatever, and those of you who may be working, you know, maybe you're really not missing anything, and it'll give you some quiet time to think about what you want to do tomorrow, because tomorrow is another 24-hour day, and that's all we can do, 24 hours at a time. That's it. I love you very much. I want to thank you very much for all of your support, and the love and the great emails and messages and the well wishes that you guys have given me throughout 2014, 15. I don't know why I'm stuck on 2014. On 2015, trying to take us back a year. No! You know, I came on July 28th, I believe, was my very first video. And I am absolutely just bowled over by the response and the following. And I cannot thank you guys enough. Really, you have made all the crap that I went through for 2015 so very well worth it. Now, I ain't going to say I want to do it all over again, but if I have to, I'm down to get in the trenches. So that's it. Happy New Year and namaste, travelers, and I'll see you soon.